In example 2.3, we go ahead and deviate a little bit from that ba, ba rhythm to have more independence of the accompanying behind the vocals and the fills. I also stay on the 2 draw for the 4 chord for a sense of consistency, because 2 draw is G, which is the root note of the 1 chord, G, B, D, right? And G is the 5th of the 4 chord, C, E, G. So it's kind of nice just to stay on that 2 draw. You'll also notice that I start on his vocals when I do the fills. When we listen, I woke up this morning, I had love on my mind. When he sings mind, which is the downbeat of bar 3, we're starting our fill. That's a pretty active fill. I mean, that's really a great lick. You could use that in a solo. So we are starting to not only have this crossfade as he's going down, we're starting to go up. We're actually popping in there pretty strong. And you'll notice that it won't get in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and play this twice. Again, I'll slow down just a tiny bit. I'm going to go to 93.77%. I don't know why it does in those increments. But let me play by myself and then go ahead and listen and then join me on the second playthrough. You're going to notice that it becomes more something you'd be familiar with a harmonica player doing in the backing. Notice that I'm also playing fairly active in bar 10 leading into my turnaround, but I'm also a little cautious of my volume.
I got up this morning, I had loving on my mind. Yes, I got up this morning, and I had loving on my mind. If you don't know by now, I want you with me home. I love the way you love me. Oh, it's just so nice. I love the way you love me. Mama, it's so nice and kind. I was born to love you. I want you with me home.
What I want you to do now that you've gone through example 2.3 is to take some of the examples that you studied in accompaniment playing study number 2, which was just root notes, and play the root notes under the first 2 bars of each one of those lines. 2 draw for the 1 chord, 1 blow for the 4 chord, 1 draw for the 5 chord, etc. And go ahead and throw some fills in using this I Want You With Me jam track. After you've done that for a little bit, maybe that's a couple hours worth of work, I then want you to take study number 3, which uses root, thirds, and fifths, and experiment with that along with playing fills. So you're going to be working the first hole, second hole, third hole, fourth hole, fifth hole, sixth hole, maybe 1 chorus of each, and then throwing in fills. Good thing about that is as you're moving up to the higher range of the harmonica, 4, 5, 6, you can also play some fills on that range of the harmonica. I would take a couple days, maybe a week or 2. It just depends on how much practice time you're able to get at this time, and really get comfortable with vocals on, vocals off. In other words, accompaniment underneath the vocals, playing a supportive role, and then moving into a soloist role, which is playing full licks, right? Soft volume, loud volume. I really want you to get used to that phrasing before we move on to example 2.4. So go ahead and take a break for a couple days, if not a week or 2, to really get this dialed in.